Basically, we want to be able to describe the items in our database. Now our goal is to have this categories list displayed when we add an item or if we edit an item. I want to go to my items page. Here's our current list of items. When I go and click add item, I don't see a place where I can select my new category. So let's go ahead and add that. I already have my catalog project open, and I've opened up my add and edit templates in my items folder. So we need to add a new entry for our category ID. I'm going to go ahead and add my category list right before my title. So I'm just going to copy this, and I just need to change my title to be the category _ID. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for my edit page. So now if I go back to my website and I hit refresh on this page, you'll see that now we have a placeholder for my category. And it's already detected that it should be a select box. It detects this because of our naming convention. We put in category _ID, which indicates it is referencing another table. Let's go ahead and populate this select box. And in order to do that, we will need to edit our items controller. I'm going to scroll down to the add action. Just to review, the add action processes the data once it's posted, so we don't want to put anything in our if statement because we need it to display before anything gets posted. So we're just going to come down here and we're going to set a variable. So we'll do this, set, and the variable name will actually be the same name as our table. Now in this case, CakePHP will recognize if I put in my table's name. So our table's name is categories. And then we need to set the data for that particular variable. So I'm just going to type in this. And then we have to use our model name. And our model name for this is item. And we want our item model to reference our new category model. And on our category model, we're actually just going to do a find query. For our find query, we've normally used the all parameter. But in this case, we're actually going to use the list parameter. The list parameter grabs the ID of the table and then the column name that you designate. Now, if we haven't designated a column name, it will default to grabbing a column name named name or title. We're fortunate because our category table, the column that we want is actually named name. So when I save this and go back over to my website and I hit refresh, and you'll see that we actually are seeing the list from our categories table. Now they currently are not in alphabetical order, so let's go ahead and go back to our query and fix that. We just need to pass in an array with an option of order, and we want to order it by name. Come back over here, hit refresh, and if we look at our category list now, it's now in alphabetical order, so it's easier for us to choose. Let's go ahead and add a test movie to our database. So we'll say we have a digital movie, and our title will just be test, and we can have a fake year. And we'll just come down here and hit save item. You'll see that our ad is correctly working. Let's go back and look at the database. I have cleared out the category ID values that were altered in our previous demo. This allows us to see that the category ID is being added when we create a new item and being updated when we edit an item. And you'll see our new item is coming in with the correct category ID. Let's go to our edit action and add the drop-down list as well. Since it's the exact same list, I'm going to copy this line of code and take it up to our edit action. Here's our edit action. Just like with the add action, we need to make sure our list is populated even if we're not posting any values. So we're just going to put it down here with our data. And let's go test it out. I'm going to go ahead and edit one of these movies that does not have a category set. This is the 1979 version. Let's go ahead and put that as a movie with VHS. We're going to update it. I'm going to refresh the table, and you'll see that our category ID has been updated to 6. Let's go back to our website. I'm going to go ahead and edit our test movie, and you'll notice that it automatically selects the value that's coming from the database. Now we were lucky because our category table was set up with the correct column name of name. But what happens if a column name has a different name? That's where those model attributes come into play. Let's go ahead and play around with that. Go back over to NetBeans. Let's go ahead and open up our category model. And we're going to pass in one of those model attributes. We're going to override the default, and in this case the default name is what's being used with our table. We have another column coming in on our category table. Let's go ahead and look at that column name. We have it set here as length_type. For the sake of this example, we're going to go ahead and set our display field model attribute to be length_type. Now if I go back to my website, I'm just going to go straight to the add action, and you'll see in our category drop-down list, it now has the length type displaying instead of our default field of name. Let's go back and comment out our display field. Now if we go back to our website and hit refresh, you'll see that our category drop-down list has returned back to what it should be using the name column field. As you can see, model attributes are extremely easy to use.